LFG Season 54 postseason continues tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We are now in the round of the Sweet 16. And tonight, we've got the most anticipated match here in the Sweet 16 as Baltimore is set to take on Tacoma. I am the Cowboy Crab, your commentator for this matchup here tonight. As we are set and ready here for the game that the LFG community has been waiting for since the brackets got announced. Well, brackets were set for the Sweet 16. It is, at one point in time, number 1 Baltimore taking on Tacoma. The community consider this the game of the week, or the game of the Sweet 16. We're going to see if it's going to live up to that height. We have seen some great games here tonight. Earlier on in the evening. And now the final game of the night comes down to these two. Atrupt and Expired. Baltimore and Tacoma. Of course, we still have some games currently going on right now. Lansing looks like they're going to wrap up their game over Indianapolis. 30 seconds to go, and they lead by multiple possessions. Flagstaff and Riverside. Flagstaff leads 35-28 at the current moment. And Toronto currently leads 14-7 over New Orleans. Surprising to see that's how that one's going here so far. Well, maybe not entirely surprising. I kind of figured I kind of figured Nico would probably be the winner for that one, so not too surprising to see him in the lead. But we're getting started already. All right, here we go. Expired starting quarterback here for Tacoma on first down. Going to go check down our right side, avoiding tackles, gets out of bounds. Gain 19. We got to get the predictions up and live. Going around the league, I forgot to do the predictions. Expired. Back check down again. It's caught, knocked out of bounds. Gain of 6. There we go. Predictions now up and live, ladies and gentlemen. You can go ahead and get those in. We go. Expired on first down. No, second down. Rolls out left. Expired. Is he going to run it? No. Back to the passing game. Caught gain of 12. First down. So, once again, first down for Tacoma. Expired. First down. Check down again. Caught gain of 8. We had a redemption of dummy. Yeah, redeemed. It is Lansing and Indianapolis on their final play. We'll get at the final in just a moment. And swat right there from the defensive lineman. Good play. So now 3rd and 7 for Tacoma. 3rd and 7. Out left side. Pass is caught. First down and more. Has a blocker. Trying to avoid the tackles. Can't. And Blue Eagle. Wow. It has been a while since we've seen you. How's it going, Blue Eagle Blizzard? Good to see him back. It has been a while since we've seen him around. First and goal now for Tacoma. Expired looking to score on his opening drive. Is he going to run it in? Yes, he will. Touchdown Tacoma. First team on the board. Expired runs it in using his legs. And our final is confirmed for Lansing and Indianapolis. 69-51 Lansing. Moving on. Extra point here is blocked. No good. And here we go. 6-0 here. Baltimore will get the ball now. It's going to be a touchback. We'll see what Atrupt can do. First down here for Baltimore. Atrupt in the backfield here. Rolls out left. Atrupt looks, has pressure. Back to the check down. Caught, only going to get 1. Yes. Atrupt is still Baltimore. Like, he has left occasionally, but he's mainly been Baltimore. 2nd and 14 for Baltimore. Atrupt again with a check down. Pass is caught. Gain of 12. He'll be short. 3rd down. They're down the run, right up the middle, and got it. First down. First down here for Baltimore. Atrupt outright. Atrupt runs it here. Got some space and out of bounds just before the marker. Second down. 2nd and 1 here for Baltimore. Oh. There we go. 2nd down here. Atrupt. He's got pressure in his face. Out of the left side now. Atrupt. Got to do something. Going big play. Open man. Can the defender get there in time? Yes, he does. Gets the pop. What a play. Third and 1 for Baltimore. Atrupt out left. Atrupt only needs a yard. He was looking to find somebody here. He might have a check down man. Down the middle, though, is wide open. Big first down and more. Avoids 2 hit sticks, but goes backwards. So first down here for Baltimore. Atrupt check down. It is caught. Gain of 13. Second down here for Baltimore. Atrupt pressured. Out left. Atrupt. Looking to find somebody. Atrupt out right now. Atrupt. Looks. Check down. Right side. Caught. Got the first down. So now 1st and goal for Baltimore. First and goal. Here's Atrupt. Moving around in the backfield. Atrupt out right. Atrupt. Looking. Is he going to try and run it here? Tried. No gain. Second and goal. Check down out. They tried to go with the screen. It seemed out left. Incomplete again. 3rd and goal for Baltimore. Third and goal. What is Atrupt to do? Gotta think of something here. 3rd and goal. Lob off end zone. Caught. Pulled it in somehow. It's a Baltimore touchdown. I thought he put it out way too far. But no, the extra point. This will be what determines the lead here. And no! Off the upright. No good. We are tied at 6. How's it going, Ufer? We do got 2 redemptions of dummy, yeah, and dummy, yeah. I think one of those, at least one of those, deserves to go to the kicker there. Touchback here, Tacoma back on offense. Yes, Ufer, I know Lansing won. Check down here from Expire to get things started. Gain of 9. 2nd down here for Tacoma. 2nd down. Expired out left. Expired. Looks. Going to go right side here. Passes caught. And avoids the tackles, but his foot touched the white line. So marked out of bounds. First down now for Tacoma. Expired. In the backfield here. Expired. Lagging in place. Now runs it. Fumble. Ball is out. Tacoma gets on the ball, though. And we got a redemption of nothing. Best thing you can do with your seashells. 1 minute to go right now in Riverside and Flagstaff. Flagstaff looks like they're going to be getting the win in that one, but Riverside going to try to come back. That's what it looks like. Check down there. Gain of 5. Why would you redeem it? Because that's the best thing to redeem, obviously. What else are you going to do with your seashells? Use them for the predictions? Check down the... Well, pass down the middle. Gain of 11. First down, Tacoma. And is that going to be the end of the first quarter? I think it might be. It will be. End of the first. We are tied at 6. And Ufer redeeming nothing. Again, best thing you can do with your seashells. Start of the second quarter here. It's first down for Tacoma. We all love nothing, Ufer. We all love it. Expired on first down here. Gonna go check down. Oh, what a swat again by the defensive lineman. Getting his hands on it, making sure the receiver can't catch it. Second down. Pass left side is caught. Gain of 13. 3rd and short for Tacoma. We got another redemption of dummy. Yeah, redeemed. 3rd and 2 for Tacoma. Here we go. It is third down. Expired. Going end zone. It is caught. Touchdown, Tacoma. Parents with a touchdown grab. And Tacoma adding on to the, taking back the lead. Extra point is up and good. 13-6. Early here in the second. So now Baltimore will be getting the ball back here. Yes, Snowy, this is a close game. It's still very early in the game, so it's probably why it's close. A-Truck on first down here, back at his end zone. He's got pressure outside though, caught, diving out of bounds. Chris, thank you for the follow, we appreciate it. First down now for Baltimore. A-Truck, out left, A-Truck. Looking down the middle again. Man trying to get to the marker, not able to. Second down. Second and 3 here for Baltimore. A-Truck, is he going to run it here? Yes, he will. Knocked out of bounds, gain of 7, first down. First down here for Baltimore. Here's A-Truck in the backfield. A-Truck looks down the middle. Pass caught! And diving into the end zone. Touchdown, Baltimore. Good catch right there. In traffic and diving into the end zone. And the extra point will tie the game. It is 13-all here in the second. And it looks like Flagstaff and Riverside is over. Flagstaff adding another touchdown to make it 55-35. And Flagstaff moving on to the Elite Eight. So Tacoma back on offense here. Expired going to be trying to take back the lead. See what he can do. Here we go. First down for Tacoma. Expired. Going to go out right side. Pass caught. What a catch on the sidelines. Gain of 35. First down here for Expired. He's going to go check down right side here. Is caught. And gain of 8 on the play. I mean, Tacoma knocking A-Trip out of the playoffs would definitely shake up the postseason picture. Without a doubt. Expired on 2nd and 7. He's got pressure. Expired. Towards the right side there. This is caught. Dives. Got the first. Can he get up? He does. Takes a hit stick. Gain of 13. Here we go. First down again for Tacoma. Check down, gain of 11. Dime video with a raid of 40. Greatly appreciate the raid. Saw that Flagstaff got the win. Is moving on to the Elite Eight. Well, folks, if you're just now tuning in, we got a tie game. Expired. Moving Tacoma downfield and got him into the end zone. Touchdown, Tacoma. They're back in the lead. 14-37 into the end zone. And the extra point attempt here is going to get blocked at the line. We got a 6-point game. And for those tuning in from the raid from Dime Video, we got our predictions up and live. You can go ahead. You can still get those in while you can, folks. This one looks like it's going to be a back-and-forth contest here to close out the evening. Here we go. Kick and return. Baltimore going to take the return here. Out of bounds. The team in the black and white is Baltimore. Team in the mostly purple is Tacoma. Here we go. First down for Baltimore. A-Truck. The backfield. A-Truck. Almost took a sack. Check down right side is caught. Out of bounds. Gain of 9. I know the scoreboard might be a little confusing with Tacoma's color. With QBs. Baltimore A-Truck. Tacoma Expired. 2nd and 6 here. For Baltimore is A-Truck in the backfield. A-Truck rolls right. Back to his check down again. Caught. Goes out of bounds. He's short. It'll be 4th down. No, 3rd down. was thinking that was the yards he gained. So got 4, 3rd and 2 here for Baltimore. Chance for Tacoma to do something here on defense. We're under 2 minutes now. Let's see what they do. 3rd and short. Nope. Interrupt. I thought he was going to try and run it. He's not. He's dropping back. Interrupt. Back to his check down again. Caught. Gain of 6. First down. Folks, we do have one other game still going on right now. New Orleans and Toronto. Right now, the Huskies lead 32-21 over New Orleans. And early on in the 3rd quarter. We'll give updates on that one throughout the evening. Interrupt. Wide open left side. That's a first down for Baltimore. Here we go. First down, Baltimore. And Interrupt, he is running the clock here. Definitely a smart decision to do as we approach the 1 minute warning. And he's going to snap it. Here we go. First down, Baltimore. Interrupt out left. Interrupt. He'll run it. Knocked out of bounds, but fumble as he went out. So they're going to give him the yards. We've reached the 1 minute warning. 2nd and 9 here for Baltimore. 2nd down for Baltimore. Interrupt. Out right side. Caught. Need before the marker. So it's going to be 3rd and 1, I believe. It will be 3rd and 1. We'll see what Baltimore has drawn up here on 3rd and short. Interrupt. Is he going to try and run it himself? He does. Runs it. Did not fumble, surprisingly. Gain of 9. Are they going to use some timeouts here? Clock is winding. We're about to reach 20 seconds. Interrupt. Runs it again. They're going to have to use a timeout here, maybe. They're not going to. Clock will continue to move. 2nd down, Baltimore. Interrupt. Left corner. Incomplete. Do they have time? Yes, they do. 6 seconds. 3rd down here for Baltimore. I'm very surprised Baltimore didn't try and save themselves a little bit of time in case something like that happened. Because now, this might be it before we go to halftime. Tacoma with a chance to make a defensive stand. Baltimore a chance to take the lead. Down the middle. It is caught, and he just gets in the end zone. Touchdown, Baltimore. We're tied at 19. KB Lai with a touchdown grab. And the extra point attempt here to take the lead. It is good. 20-19. 2 seconds remain here for Tacoma, so expired might get a chance to get a toss off and to see what happens. So here's the kick and touchback. And okay, 1 second remains here for Tacoma, so this one's gonna have to go to the end zone. Expired. He's got pressure right in his face. Laggy defensive end. Didn't register the sack, though. This one to the end zone. They go to halftime. Swatted up in the air. Can somebody grab it? Yes! They do! Touchdown! Tacoma! What in the world did we just see? Looking at it again, your challenge issued here. Swatted up. Batted back up in the air. Tacoma comes down with it. They go for 2 here. I don't know what we saw. They're saying tight end in the hashes. So they're calling for something back at the line of scrimmage. So we would have lost. So I don't know what they're going to have to call here. And it looks like they will decline, so they're going to go for 2 here. Hope. All right, here we go. 2-point attempt here to send us to officially go to halftime. Clock reads 0, but we still got 1 play left. Tacoma will look to add 2 more to the board. Here we go. For 2. This one. is good. The lob up into the end zone from Expired makes it 27-20. Ladies and gentlemen, we go to halftime. Folks, as we go to halftime right now, this has been extremely back and forth. I think this game has definitely lived up to the hype of being a very close game. I don't know if it's going to compete with some of the other games we've seen here tonight. We've seen a game go into overtime. We've seen a game where both teams were putting up 60 points apiece. I don't know if it's going to live up to those games, but this will definitely not be a bad game unless we see something drastic here in the second half. But while we are at halftime, I get a chance to do some advertisements. I didn't get a chance to do it earlier. YouTube channel, haven't subscribed to it. Great appreciate if you went over there and did so. TikTok, haven't followed me on TikTok. I appreciate if you went over there and did so as well. We're going to give a quick update for Toronto, New Orleans. Right now is 28-34. New Orleans inside the 5 now as they're about to go into the fourth quarter. But we got to come back here as the second half is getting underway. And it will be Baltimore football. They're down by 7. Here we go. First down for Baltimore. Here's A-Trupt. In the backfield, rolling out left. A-Trupt. Wide open left side. That's a first down. Diving out of bounds around the 45. Extra point. Wait, no. I don't know. I looked to my right and saw New Orleans kicking the extra point. That's my bad. First down. Check down. Caught short of the marker. 2nd and 1 here for Baltimore. A-Trupt. In the backfield. Faces some pressure out left. A-Trupt is he can't run it here. Goes right side. Receiver just kind of stopped. I think he might have lagged. Because if not, he just stopped dead in his tracks and didn't even try to catch it. 3rd and 1 for Baltimore. A-Trupt needs to do something here. A-Trupt down the middle has his man. It is caught. He hangs on. Impressive catch hanging on to that one. 1st and goal for Baltimore. First and goal out left. And the receiver gets it's destroyed at the line. I don't know what else to say. Didn't have a chance to get that one. The defensive back for Tacoma just making sure he could not even reach that football. 2nd and goal here for Baltimore. 2nd and goal, A-Trupt. Drops back here, rolling out left, A-Trupt. Looking. Still got to find somebody. Goes right corner here. This one is caught. It's barely within reach, but they got it. And it's another Baltimore touchdown. That would looked out of reach at first. But they caught it and pulled it back into the back right corner. Extra point to tie the game is up and good. 27-all. Quick update as we go for the kickoff right now. New Orleans has taken the lead. It is 35-34 over Toronto right now. Early on in the fourth quarter. Tacoma back on offense here. So we are tied at 27. Fishy with the prime sub. Greatly appreciate that, Fishy. Check down here from Expired. We'll get him 12. 2nd down here for Tacoma. 2nd and 3 here for Tacoma. Expired out right side. He's got an open man. It is caught. Trying to avoid the one defender. Steps out of bounds. Gain 29. We go. First down for Tacoma. Check down out right side from Expired. Is caught. Gain of 3. Second and 12 here for Tacoma. Expired in the backfield. Expired. Looks. Check down again. Caught. Gain of 14. First down Tacoma. Expired in the backfield. Looking to find somebody. Expired. Going end zone. Caught. Touchdown. Tacoma. Quit the touchdown grab, taking back the lead. Extra point attempt here. It's going to be blocked at the line, no good. 33-27, Baltimore's got a chance to take back the lead. We'll see if they're going to be able to do it. Here's the kick and touchback for Baltimore. Here we go, first down Baltimore. A-Trupt in the backfield, rolls right. A-Trupt. Looking. Pressured, runs it. And going to be a gain of 8 on the run. Couldn't get back up. Second down here for Baltimore. Second down here for Baltimore. A-Trupt out left. A-Trupt. Looking. Going to go out left side. Pass caught wide. Open to the sideline. Gain of 41. First down for Baltimore. Just outside of the red zone now. It's first down. A-Trupt. Moving around in the backfield. Pressured. Gets this one out to Uflo. And Uflo gets 11. Second and 4 here for Baltimore. A-Trupt. Going end zone 2v1. Does not matter. Touchdown Baltimore. Extra point attempt to take the lead. And this one is good. And it seems we got a hype train started. I'm not really sure how. But I will not be upset about a hype train started. Let's see if we can keep it going. It's at level 1 right now. Can we get to level 2? That'd be kind of nice. Tacoma down by 1. We'll see what they can do. Here we go. First down. Expired. In the back. Did I say down by 2? I meant down by 1. Expired out left side. Oh! Intercepted! A-Truck picks it off around midfield. And things might begin to start to crumble here for Tacoma. First down now for Baltimore. We might start to see a huge shift of momentum here. A-Trupt. If he can really add on to his lead here, it's going to make things real interesting. And it seems Ruby is going to be losing his seashells. That's what happens when you make predictions. Second down here for Baltimore. A-Trupt down the middle, wide open, man. Gain of 32, first down. How's it going, Loki? In the red zone now, it is first down for Baltimore. First down here, A-Trupt. Rolls right, A-Trupt. Looks, gonna run. No! Fires to a check down man, and he dives into the end zone. Touchdown, Baltimore. I thought A-Trupt was about to just use his legs there, but no. Barry. It was uncovered and dives into the end zone after catching the ball. Extra point attempt, making it an 8-point game, is good. 41-33. And this is the biggest lead we have seen in this game here so far, ladies and gentlemen. That should probably tell you everything about this game here up to this point. An 8-point lead is the biggest lead we've seen. Touchback here for Tacoma. And expired, he's going to have to play smart ball now. He is working from behind. Not just that, I mean, he can't even take the lead. He can only tie at this point. Expired, he's got pressure. Got to do something. Down the middle here, it is caught at 21. Expired, he's got to get back in his rhythm. He was playing really good football throughout most of the game. He threw one pick. He can't let that destroy him. Expired on first down, back to his check down, gain of 1. And update as the game begins to come to an end. New Orleans leads 43-37 over Toronto. However, the Huskies are just outside of the red zone with 27 seconds to go. They might be able to take back the lead. We'll give an update on that one as a winner is closer within sight. So right now that could go either way. Expired down the middle here into traffic. It's caught. Get a 20. He takes the knee. I don't know if that was the right move. I think he could have gotten more yards. Will we go to the fourth quarter? Yes, we will. 41-33. We go to the fourth, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, that could have been the smart play to take the knee right there. I don't know, though. I personally would have preferred to go for yards. This pass swatted. Very close to getting picked. Second down here for Tacoma. Second down here expired. Goes left side, gets 16, first down. And we do have an update for you. Toronto has punched it into the end zone. 44-43. 15 seconds to go. New Orleans will get the ball back. All they need is a field goal. Expired now. On first down here to start the fourth. He goes left corner. That is high and incomplete. All New Orleans got to do over there is get in the field goal range. 10 seconds. They've taken a timeout. I don't know how many they have. I'm going to assume they might have all three, but they just used their first one. Expired. Tries to run it. I don't know if that was his intention. He gets a yard. 3rd and 14 for Tacoma. Third down. Expired. A very weak looking throw. It works, I guess. It makes it 4th and manageable. Don't know if that was the design. It's probably designed to get the first. 4th down for Tacoma. They have to convert. And nobody's there. It was out of reach for both guys. Turnover. And Baltimore might start to look to try and end this game. Here we go. First down for Baltimore. Atrupt in Zen zone. Atrupt just can't take a safety. Right side. Looks like he's burning. He is. It's caught. Get a 75. First down. Inside the red zone. First down here for Baltimore. And we have a final. Toronto survives. New Orleans tried to get in the field goal range, but they need with zeros on the clock, and they will lose 44-43 to Toronto Huskies. Toronto moves on. Atrupt here, throwing that one through the uprights. 3 points will not be added. So Sergi in New Orleans is going home. Nico and the Toronto Huskies moving on to the Elite Eight. 2nd and 15 here for Baltimore. Yeah, I saw that was not great clock management. Atrupt here on 2nd down. Face some pressure. Out left side, open man. It is a legal touch, though. It'll be 3rd down, Baltimore. If I'm Tacoma, this is the best chance to try and get a stop. A sack would be ideal to try and get them out of field goal range. Realistically, you do not want Baltimore to make it a 2-possession game, because then you'd have to go for a 4th and 25. I'd rather tie the game at 8 than try and get a 4th and 25. Atrupt, he's got pressure. Fires, caught, short of the marker. 4th down, gonna have to go for it, though. SSN, thank you for the raid. I saw how that one ended. Toronto, oh, they barely survived that one. 4th and inches for Baltimore. Atrupt trying to punch it in. Can't call it a crab raid if I'm not the one raiding. Plus copyright infringement. You'll be hearing from my lawyer. And Atrupt runs it in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Oh, he didn't. Wait, so did he have a chance? Did they just not get the timeout off in time, or was there actually zeros on the clock when he tried to time out? Because on my end, it looked like as he kneed, the clock had already read zeros. Okay. Well, folks, we now have a 2-possession game. And expired. He's got 2 minutes and 30 seconds to get back into this one. The second half has not been his best. Expired on first down. He's going to send this one up. Left side. 1-on-1. Incomplete. Don't know if that was exactly a smart move from Expired. But now in second down. Out left. Expired. Looks wide open. Check down man. Misses the ball. Misses the ball. And that would have at least been a first down for Tacoma right there. If he caught that one. Third down. Expired. Cannot afford to not gain anything. Down the middle. And traffic caught for 38. First down. We're under 2 minutes to go now. First down for Tacoma. Expired. In the backfield. And hit as he throws, but he got the ball off, so it will not be a sack. Pickle, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Second down for Tacoma. Expired. Faces pressure. He's going to send this one up. Left side. Looking for the end zone. Just out of reach. And that could have been the thing to get in the end zone. I don't know if he would have gotten his feet down, though. So, third down. Expired. Down the middle. Nobody's there. Fourth down. It was out of reach. And this is going to be the decider. Fourth down. Expired. Needs to find somebody. Goes right side. Tipped! Incomplete! And Baltimore might be getting the win here. We got a challenge on the play. And they're saying he angled. Fable, I believe is the name. Thank you for the follow. We appreciate it. And now Baltimore with a chance to really wrap the game up as long as they don't turn it over. And A-Trup looking to move on to the Elite Eight. Second down here for Baltimore, and A-Trup running it all the way to the 1 minute warning. Smart move. So, Baltimore. So, next round looking like it might be A-Trup versus Nico. Baltimore versus Toronto. That might be an interesting one. Out left side is caught. Wait, hang on. No, not that one. It was this one. That would actually be a rematch for Legendary Bowl. That'd be Legendary Bowl 36. Atlanta, Baltimore. A-Truck versus Nico. I don't know if those guys have met in LFG since then. It's probably likely they have, but if not, that's going to be interesting. A-Truck slides, and that's going to be the ball game. Well, Pickle, the reason I mainly remember that was because I was there for that game. That was my first Legendary Bowl I got to call as the main guy. Just wasn't on my channel. And down the middle, getting a 14. Baltimore to use a timeout here. A-Truck just wants to run up the scoreboard. He wants to get 50. He wants to score 50 on him. I mean, this game is over, so they can't score two. They can't get 2 touchdowns in 1 second. It's just not possible. And oh, players are leaving. Oh, okay. Well, I guess that's the ball game. All right, well, folks, that's going to be it here. Clock will not officially reach zeros, but that will do it here. Final score: Baltimore 48, Tacoma 33. Representing Team Ocean, I'm the Cowboy Crab, saying so long, everybody.